Hello, human. Carrie Kill Hitler here, and welcome to TWOW. In case you're wondering, our talented body contortionists this time were my brother Michael Huang, me, 8th grader who's going to the same middle school as we did, Chemo, and finally, former TWOWer Milo Jacque. This happened at our December 21 meetup at Moraga Commons, where we also met Max and Henry, who are creating their own object show, and Algi Kosathlon. The breathtaking drone footage came from Milo's dad, so thanks to him. But hold on, what episode number is it? I've forgotten. I'll let Dunkelblau's amazing TWOW intro tell us. Welcome to 10 Words of Wisdom, the place where a picture is worth 1,000 words, so you get, 1% of the picture. TWOW 0, TWOW 1, TWOW 2, TWOW 3, TWOW 4, TWOW 5, TWOW 6, TWOW 7, TWOW 8, TWOW 9, TWOW 10, TWOW 11, TWOW 12, TWOW 13, TWOW 14, TWOW 15, TWOW 16, TWOW 17, TWOW 18, TWOW 19, TWOW 20, TWOW 21. Ping Pong Touchdown. Joseph Howard, Mr. Tweester, Midnight Light, Picky Man, The Mighty Midge, Yusoin, TWOW 21B! So yeah, TWOW's anniversary happened about a week ago, so here's footage of a bunch of people eating onions. In the meantime, we've got to get to the 21st TWOW prompt, which was, what top 10 prize did the chicken cross the road to get? Don't use the letter E. The final 6 TWOWers submitted a total of
Praise be the Lord, Carrie.
A total of 13 entries to that prompt, and 1,105 lovely voters cast 1,251 votes on those entries. The single TWOWer with the lowest voted best response will be eliminated from TWOW forever at the spirally rank of 6th. You're probably used to me saying this by now, but as always, we'll reveal how each TWOWer did in the order they placed last time. That means Joseph Howard is first on stage, just like he was last time and the time before that. Joho's best response out of 3 was, it's worth risking crossing a road to submit 2 writings. Good job, Joseph. There are no E's in any of your 3 responses. But here's the thing. Some viewers think you will win every single TWOW episode until the finale. Is that possible? Let's find out. %56.69%. Probably enough for survival, but if that does win this episode, it'll be the lowest winning percentile ever. Also, your other 2 responses scored very close to each other in both percentile and standard deviation. Second up is SpicyMan33, who I just realized committed apostasy from Allism. I am not sure if Ollinot is okay with that. Anyway, Spicy's better scoring response was, it won boosts to mourn and honor Papuk's tragic passing. Speaking of Spicy and Papuk's, they are actually tied for the most mentions in TWOW. This is the first time an eliminated contestant is most relevant, because when TWOWers tie, episodes mentioned breaks the tie. So good job, PPCS, you so famous! Anyway, Spicy, did your mourning and honoring of the dead work out with voters? %51.11%, which is pretty average, I suppose. Lower than Joseph though, so Joseph is guaranteed to be in TWOW's final 5. Next, we've got Mr. Tweester, whose impersonation of Joseph Howard is making these results reveals as confusing as the TWOW 18 prompt! I would remove your head, but these book characters don't really have heads, they're just bodies with faces on them. Anyway, Criminal MT's octuply rhyming response did better than his PPCS mentioning one. Nick, a chick, picks 6 slick sticks to trick Rick. Now, besides Nick being a chick, I don't really see what this has to do with the prompt. Did voters see it though? %52.74%, barely beating Spicy. Meester, who claims to have been recognized on Reddit outside of the TWOW community, just received one of Willy Wonka's 5 golden tickets to the TWOW Clit Factowie. Just like Meester, 4th place Midnight Light used the word chick in her better response, for some very clever wordplay. A coupon for a film, a chick flick in particular. To be honest, I thought using the word chick as an E-list substitute for chicken was an easy way out. I would have preferred something like, hen? No. Rooster? No. Cock, you know what? I guess chick wasn't so bad after all. So Midnight, how did you do? You be killing it, Midnight, 62.22%. It looks like while your chick received a coupon for a film, you received a coupon into the final 5. Now, it's time for board game expert Yasoan to announce his blurb. Our avian traffic navigator is no coward, winning mad cash. See, here's a more creative stance on the word chicken, meaning a coward. So good job, Yasoan. But your second response had an E in it, which is seriously just flat out disrespectful. I was going to highlight those E's in red in the voting video, but I was busy and I just forgot. Anyway, Yasoan, how did you do? Oof, beating Spicy by just a hair to snatch that safety. I will say, good on you voters for realizing Yasoan's other response had an E and giving it a solo score of 39%. So it has come to this. Either SpicyMan33, who has scored the lowest so far, or the Mighty Midge, our efficiency champion, whose score has yet to be revealed, will be eliminated. Either way, a Twower who is holding something will leave, which means our serious Twow hoarding issue will be one step closer to solved. It turns out, Midge's response was, its main goal wasn't to win, but to crush opposition. Now this apostrophe isn't supposed to be here, because this is the possessive it's, but maybe it's strategic? Because PPCS had one too few apostrophes and got eliminated, so it logically follows that perhaps one too many apostrophes will save you. I don't know. What score did this grammatically incorrect response get? If it scored worse than 51.11%, then the controversial and somewhat memey Midge is out. But if it scores better, the also controversial and definitely memey Spicy is out. Let's see what actually happens now. The Mighty Midge is safe. Goodbye, SpicyMan33. When I saw your eliminated status on the leaderboard for the first time, I was honestly shocked, because you have become such a central figure in the Twow community over the last 6 months. You've put so much work into maintaining the H-Twin Central Discord server as an administrator, and I really appreciate that. It'll be so weird seeing an eliminated administrator. What a tragedy. So Spicy, I've met you in person. I've listened to you read the script of a cinematic masterpiece for over 2 hours. And now, I have to kick you off this ever-shrinking Twow island. Hi, I'm Barry Scott. Bang and... hold on, I don't remember how this quote goes. Let me go check. Spray him. Don't spray him. Spray him. Don't spray him.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly.
Sting.
According to all known...
Sting. Sting.
Also, join me at Crafty's Mini Twow. Link in description. Join.
This is why you should never leave the Church of Allism. Stats time now. Midnight Light won this time with a margin of 5.53%, the largest first to second gap since Joho's huge victory in Twow 18. This also means that every living Twower except for the Mighty Midge has won at least 2 round victories, while Midge has won none, a true efficiency champion. Here's another interesting trend. Despite never placing last overall, the Mighty Midge has had the absolute lowest scoring response for the last 3 episodes, which is a real accomplishment and quite fitting. Mr. Twister was the only Twower to have an extra response above the elimination threshold. And then, here's a stat to dispel the myth that Joseph Howard is an untouchable Twow superhuman. Joseph actually had the lowest scoring second worst response, if that makes sense. Meaning that if it weren't for this response, Joho would have gotten last with 2 responses like everybody else. Meester's confusing rhyme was the most controversial, while Joseph's DRP response was the least controversial. Want to see 12 predictions? Because I've got them. I changed the middle column to show the chance you'll make it into the final 2 instead of the final 3, because making the final 2 means you get to participate in the finale. Joseph Howard's chance of winning finally tops Tack's historic 44% from 1211 to now be the highest chance any single Twower has ever had to win the whole season. Also, Midnight Light's victory pushed her up 3 ranks to now be the most likely non-Joho Twower to win Wisdom. And one last thing, the 2 living Twowers who don't have E's in their names, meaning you could mention them in a valid response to this prompt, scored the highest and lowest. Previously eliminated ping pong cup shots also lacked E's, which is why Meester was able to use his full name. To summarize, here's who's still in and who's eliminated. If you're eliminated, you won't be able to send me any more responses for upcoming TWOW Season 1 prompts. Also, have you noticed that a bunch of these eliminated books have been customized now? You can get your book customized at H1 Central. Next, I gotta show this image here, so I can say that this wasn't actually a mistake. But with that out of the way, we can finally move on to TWOW 22. Final 5 Twowers, you are literally the final 1% of the original TWOW contestant pool, since 5 is about 1% of 491. So as the dead contestants riot that they are the 99% who receive only 1% of the mentions, epic kudos to you. What's the 22nd TWOW prompt? Well, let's take a look at the 6 TWOW 6 responses we have left to work with. For placing first in this episode, Midnight Light deserves some accolades. So, let's use her prompt. Describe in 10 words or fewer what happened to Atlantis. I would pair you up with your buddy JujuMas, since you two were sidekicks back in the day, but I don't want to do 2 lipograms back to back. So JujuMas, you'll just have to wait. Instead, I'll choose these 3 responses to create this prompt. Compare Atlantis and Dream Island, using alliteration on at least 5 words. Credit goes to Midnight Light, Ulysses Castillo, and Nitro Ninja. So 5 remaining Twowers, respond to that prompt in 10 words or fewer, and send the responses to me, Carrie KH, by December 27, 2016 at 10 PM UTC via YouTube or Discord PM. Everybody gets 2 responses, but for the first time since 1217, somebody other than Joho gets the triple response prize, Midnight Light. In case you viewers are wondering how the response count is going to change as TWOW narrows, well, I want there to be a minimum of 10 responses at all times, so I'll do this, unless there are any objections. I think that's it. So see you in TWOW 22A, when you voters will get to vote on the TWOW Quintuplets 11 entries. Fan art time!